this manga is one of the funniest, well-written, well-drawn, well-everything manga I ever read. Don't believe my fucking words? How about Tatsuki Goat Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man, giving this manga a seal of approval? The humor in this manga feels like a Zoomer humor so much that if one of the character makes a "these nuts" joke, it probably wouldn't be out of place. The plot feels like it was taken straight from a cheesy 80s sci-fi action flick, and I fucking love it. And the art, to put it bluntly, is just straight up out of this world. Ken is a person that a lot of people would label weird, doesn't fit in, alone, amongst many other words. He has some comically large and round nerdy glasses. He sits in the back of the class and gets bullied by his classmates. And at the polar opposite of the spectrum, Ayase is a bad bitch who will take no for an answer. She's the type of gal who would act on impulses and think second. She even into boys that radiate Chad energy like Ken Takakuran. I have no idea who that is.
And I do speak fucking English.
One day, Ayase sees that Ken is getting bullied, and for no apparent reason other than that she hates to see it happen, decided to step in and intervene. Ken, being the turbo nerd he is, thinks the only reason Ayase helps him is that she must be into conspiracy theories just like him. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's either that or he's into World War history. We're talking about lizard people. Obama's last name, the newly funded US Space Force, is for Space Wars, UFOs, and she's not into it at all. Look, don't talk to me like we're friends. Sorry, I went too far. I don't believe in aliens, but I do believe in spirits. There's no such thing as spirits. Thank fucking God Ayase is into ghosts and not true crimes. Anyways, after they both argue about which one is real, they decided to make a bet. Ken would go into an abandoned tunnel that is rumored to be haunted, and Ayase would go into an abandoned hospital that's a hotspot for UFO sightings.
Perfect hatred.
Be not afraid, sinner. Your devotion to God shows goodness in you, plentiful indeed. The heart is willing, but the body must rest, lest you squander one of the Lord's creations.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, display the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very spots cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending you here and now. Your kind know nothing but hunger, purged all life from the upper layers, and yet they remain unsatiated. As to you, you've taken everything from me, Machine, and now all you may ask is perfect hatred. What? How can this be? Bested by this thing? You insignificant fuck! This is not over!
Yup. Alien and spirits are fucking real in this universe. Mind you, they are completely different from each other, and they ain't your ordinary movie alien or ghost. They're built different in this universe. The Turbo Granny spirit that Ken encounters in the tunnel deadass said, "I'll let you suck all my tits if you let me gobble in your schlong." And the aliens can be described perfectly with this clip.
Hi, Mr. Alien. How are you?
As you can probably tell, this video is literally going to be my goldfish brain trying to form sentences correctly on why I love this manga. So the transition to the next topic probably won't be smooth. One of the reason I love this manga is the absolutely cracked sense of humor this manga has. As I said earlier, for me, some of the humor feels like one of those 21st century meme videos with just the random faces and the random sound effects, and I fucking love it, dude. Of course, that type of humor gets stale quicker than a box of oatmeal, so this manga thankfully doesn't just rely on quick penis jokes all the time. It surprisingly has one of the best setup to a punchline joke I ever read in a manga, and I never laughed this fucking hard to the Japanese attempt at so-called comedy since Hiramatsuri, Konosuba, and Takeshi Castle. After Ken, Ayase, and Aira fight the Rex aliens, the Loch Ness Monster, alien Balton from Ultraman, and a literal crab alien with a boxing gloves that leaves the three of them naked on the school hallways. I swear to God, I did not make all that up. That actually happens. Aira and Ayase then talk a bit, but all of a sudden, the alien crab that looks like a joke character in Tekken suddenly appears and passes out in front of them. Ayase, being the good person that she is, decided to rescue the crabman and bring him to her house. Turns out Crab-kun's homeworld is a war zone, so he and his kind, which is called, was forced to leave to earn money elsewhere. Because I'm weak, my wife has died. I've hurt you people, and I filled my son with anxiety. Pathetic. I'm pathetic. He's doing all of this because his son is sick with a really rare illness that make him lose blood whenever his son is shitting and pissing. I am not kidding. And if his son doesn't get daily blood transfusion, his son is going to die. His wife dies from the same illness too. Like, what the fuck? Then the gilf over here. Oh yeah, this is Ayase's grandmother, and her name is Seiko, by the way.
Hello, MILF.
Oh, Veggie, I'm a grandmother now. Call me Gilf.
Your culture is so confusing.
Anyway, Seiko then found out that Mr. Krabs' blood is actually just straight up milk. Like, yeah, their blood is just milk. Though regular milk that is sold for human consumption is weak and a bit diluted, so they can't really use store-bought milk. But Seiko just so happened to know a dairy farmer and gonna ask him to give Crabman a cow. And fucking yes, all of this setup is to have this insane punchline of a panel of a big ass motherfucking UFO abducting a cow straight out of the late 70s US conspiracy theory, and I fucking love it. Can't even scream cattle mutilation, which is pretty funny. Also, the UFO is literally just the Millennium Falcon, like some other recurring joke that always gets at least a strong XL or a good chuckle out of me is the quick offhand balls and penis joke that is literally everywhere, the funny facial expression that the characters can pull, and the absolute addiction this author has to making his own character naked is ridiculous. I swear to God, at least one of the characters somehow manages to get in their underwear by the end of all of the major fights. Hey, I guess that's one way to gain viewership and survive the hell that is Shonen Jump axing series prematurely like a rabid dog on the side of the streets. Listen, I tried to write this section of the video into like a big brain essay type video, like, this is how Yukino Utatsu writes his character, and that's why it's genius type of video, you know? But that shit just ain't my style. And I also kinda realized I just don't have the brain cells to analyze the story. But this manga deadass just has a lot of heart. It genuinely has such a good emotional beat in the story. Like, after the Turbo Granny was defeated, it was revealed that the reason she appears in places with a lot of spirit of dead women is that the Turbo Granny is there to comfort them. After getting introduced to Aira, this bitchy white woman Disney high school bully type of character, Aira sincerely changed her heart after witnessing the story of the spirit that has been following her, being that said spirit past is a young single mother ballerina who is struggling to provide for her and her daughter. After some unfortunate events, her daughter, the last thing that she cared about, got taken away. And one of my favorite consistent character trait is that Seiko's absolute sincerity to not expect and refuse payback for help. When part of her house got wrecked, and she would in under no circumstances expect money from the gang to rebuild it. She apologized and took full responsibility for the evil eye. She then took a chance that Gigi will able to control the evil eye and not exorcise it. The fact that the gang, that is Ken, Momo, Aira, and Gigi, acts like genuine family after everything they all went through together, and that connection is portrayed by just small interaction like Ken wakes up in the middle of the night making sure Gigi doesn't turn into the evil eye. Aira still felt the guilt of spreading rumors about Momo, apologized to her because she felt guilty for causing an incident earlier that turned Gigi into the evil eye and almost got Momo killed. And not to mention just the wholesome blossoming relationship Ken and Momo have. Small little details and moments like that are just the sum that elevates this manga from good to amazing in my opinion. It certainly have a really weird story structure that might put people off, but personally for me, I'm fucking all in with this manga. Love the direction it has so far. And now, I guess we will see where the direction this manga is headed with this cute Godzilla alien girl.